Hey there, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for being my Patreon peeps. I really do appreciate you. I said peeps, and that's a Leanne term. My Patreon pals, I hope that all of you are doing good on this Friday. I am processing a magazine this morning, and the way that I do this is I just thought you might want to sit here and we'll hang out and we'll talk, and you can watch me process the magazine. I hope that it's not boring. Sorry, I had a little drink. I like to watch people do things like this. I think that it's interesting to watch how people's brains work, and you can kind of get a sense of that in the way that they process magazines and process paper and even fold things. To me, it's just very, very interesting. So this is a Somerset Studio interactive mixed media journal. My friend Jay sent this to me, which I really, really appreciate. I have coveted it and hung around it and loved it and clipped a few things out of it, but not a lot out of it. I've read it like over and over again. It's time for this to be put to good use in some journal making. The first thing that I did this morning was just kind of set up a couple of bins. Now, these are going to be folded items that will go in flow journals, just like this. I also wanted to kind of separate any pieces that I felt like I would use in my journals or that I would put as fodder or thank yous in my thank you packs that I send to people, as well as, I think it might be fun to use that for Happy Mail this month as well. I cut out some words, and this was just processing like a couple of pages of the magazine. Now, the next project that I want to move from this project to another project is to form, create, cultivate, artsify some juicy edges on my commonplace book. As you guys know, I've kind of moved. I'm still using a daily planner, but I'm kind of moving toward that commonplace book. And I think that sometimes, life just beckons you to journal or plan in different ways. This page was luscious, just like it is. So I'm going to take this page and I'm going to fold it a couple of times. Now, I really want the ragged edge. I love the ragged edge. So I'm just going to pull this apart, and it will be a great page for, like I said, a flow journal, or I might be using some things like this in Happy Mail as well. I like to... I love this. I thought that this was super cool. This was the idea that I used to do our, remember when we did our, what was that? Personal effects. We used tea tags and tea bags and that kind of thing. So I thought that this is very pretty. But what I'm going for is really kind of more things like this, things that I can pull out of here and use in different ways. So let's just kind of, and I usually pull the page out and then I kind of decide what to do with it. So with this one, I'm not going to fold it and use it in a journal. I'm going to do something different here. And then we'll kind of get into this, and I'll show you ways that I kind of process these super small elements that you'll usually find in the backs of magazines. Now, I really do like this, and this looks like about a 4x6 piece, so I can use that as an insert in a flow journal. And the way that this one looked, it kind of had like it's got a cream color piece on the back too. So dropping that in the folded elements, as well as elements to stick in journals, and I already have a lot of those going right here. We have strips like this left. A lot of times these will have really luscious color on it. I like this because it's about a juicy edge size. Sorry. And I like that. Now this is just some cream color, so I'm not really like crazy interested in that. I like the word nanny and I like the word notes. And we'll just go ahead and incorporate all of that. I'm looking on the back to see, you know, I am going to use the back as well. Notes from Nanny, but I'm going to cut those apart. And yeah, I'm using my big scissors today. I probably shouldn't be because my hands are not in good shape because I'm gardening now. Yesterday, I re-soiled some of my flower pots, and that was big bits of fun. So ready to plant some flowers as soon as it gets warm up here. It's still really cold. 48 doesn't sound cold to like people who live in Maine or Connecticut or Massachusetts or Minnesota, but 48 with a wind chill it's a bit chilly. All right, so we've got that done. Now you see I've got that super luscious part right here, and that will make a totally awesome either, now it can go either way here. So I'm going to put it in my juicy edges bin, but you know, I might use it for something else. I like these because I can probably use these as stick-in pieces. Now this one's not as interesting, so I'm going to put that in the juicy edges bin. Juicy edges, I should probably explain. And I'll put Jennibellie's original video in the description box below, but these are juicy edges. It's just decorated edges for your journals. And the next video, I'll show you guys how to do this and how to get just a scrunchy, crunchy, beautiful edge on these pages. But you can see kind of what it starts looking like, and I really, really love it. Really, really love it. Okay, so we've got this done. Let's see what else we have here. Again, you know, nice bit for juicy edge. Even this is a nice bit for juicy edge. And of course the word technique, because I really like that. We'll cut that out and put it over here. Now from that page, this is all that I have left. And that cream color, you know, that cream buff color. All right, let's take another page. Let's kind of give it a look. See what we got here. Man, that's pretty right there. I think what I could do here is capture, you know, this as well as, and I see some cursive writing up here that I would love to use. So I'm just going to set that over there for just a minute. And let's cut these out. I think the fun part of using magazines is the colors, the images, and the ability to reimagine what is on a printed page. I'm going to keep this beautiful script text as it is, and then I'll just use words from it. That seems like a good idea to me right now. For this one, I see that what I'd like to do is just fold it this way. And you know, we've made kind of a trifold here because we have these 3 blocks and they look like great writing blocks. So let's just kind of use that like that. And I'll put this in my folded elements bin. All right, we got another one right here. Love the way this looks. Okay, so our colors are down here, right? I'm gonna fold this like this. And then I'm gonna decide what I wanna do here. I like the word capturing. And then I'm going to use the whole abstract landscape right here. And capturing. So we're processing words and images. This would make a great little juicy edge right there. I've got this left. I love anything that is a list. That makes really interesting fodder for flow journals. So we'll take these lists here, put those right there. This would make a nice juicy edge because you have some color. Again, for that same thing. Now we're left with this, and I think what I want to do here is kind of even this up. And we'll fold it like this, and that'll make a nice folded page in a journal. Let's see what we have left here. Take this color, and got nothing there. All right, let's do something from the back of the magazine, because the back of the magazine is always really interesting because you have these small pieces as well as like advertising, and I kind of dig the advertising. I think that the advertising is always very interesting. So let's look at this page. Let's just pull this one out. I'm taking a Sharpie marker and a ruler. Do you see the way things overlap here, right? You see the way the images are overlapping, the photography is overlapping. My idea is to take the overlapping photography and make a nice rectangle or square piece from it. So let's do that first. And I'm just going to work with this. So when you do this, you kind of lose part of the images, but that's okay. So I've got an edge here and an edge here. And you do have to consider it. You do have to look at it for a minute and decide, you know, what you want to do with it. I want to use these words up here. And we're going to do this like that. And pull this down. All right, let's cut that out and see what that looks like. Okay, so we've got this. I'm going to use those words and we'll kind of transform these images. We're going to mixed media, the mixed media page. I'm going to grab a glue stick. All right, so this is what we have here. Love this. I think that's so cool. And I think what I'm going to do here is, I love the word capturing right here, where it says Stampington. I'm going to use maybe this. Now what we're doing is we're just taking the magazine page and we're altering it. We've disassembled the imagery on the page, and now we're just altering the whole thing. All right, I've got another little piece right here. Now these are coming out of the Juicy Edges bin, right? And there we go. Now we've taken a magazine page, we've altered the page itself, and then we've altered the images that we harvested from that page. All right, let's do this one. This says mixed media, you know, media. So we're going to alter all that. I think what I'm going to do is put a strip right here from my Juicy Edges. We're just going to kind of do this. So, you know, when you harvest a magazine, you can alter the images that you're harvesting. Creates a lot of interest. I think we'll use the word essentials right here. You know, and then you flipped it over and you had the word gift, and it's like, So I sort of like that better. I totally dig that font. So there we go. All right. I thought I had one more. I do. There it is right there. And kind of cover that up. You know, and then you have the word ideas, but I've already put the glue stick on it, so now I'm stuck with mixed media. I want to cover up this little bit of writing right here. So just grab a little more color here. There we go. Okay, so there we go. It's really, really, really fun to chop these up. We've got a lot of teeny tiny images here. Teeny tiny images are really good for chippies and things like that. It's interesting. Don't miss your chance to get special pricing on some of our discontinued magazines with back issues starting from as low as 99 cents. Wow. Write that down, y'all. Stampington.com publications. Do you see it right there? And then it says, don't miss your chance to get special pricing on some of our discontinued magazines. Okay, so I definitely got to remember that. This is like you're just sitting here with me, okay? Discontinued magazines. Stampington.com. Whoops. Publications. Okay, this sounds like an extraordinarily big rabbit hole to jump into. And then you can see we're way off target what we're supposed to be talking about. You can see there's a gallery, a couture, artful blogging, artist cafe, handbags, take 10, prisms, jewelry, apprentice, sew, digital studio, home, stampers, sampler, and then it says while supplies last. I'm really glad I flipped that over because it's kind of cool. I will be traveling down that rabbit hole a little later on today. All right, let's do just one more little segment, and then we'll call it an afternoon because I'm hungry and I've skipped breakfast and all that. I can't find. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now this, you could use this as is, right? You could use it as a folded page, and you would use it. You would get rid of like this right here. Cut off this like this, and this, and then just use it as a folded page. And a folded page is so much that I know what is about right. So that's about a 4-inch folded page here. And then this is, just a folded page for a flow journal, which I am making more flow journals. I just really kind of got off when Christopher was sick. He is doing much better. Shannon, his wife, is now really, really sick. I'm laughing because it's kind of funny how all this has played out. It's given Christopher the opportunity to take care of Shannon when it's usually Shannon taking care of Christopher. And it's been the sweetest thing to watch him kind of heal himself by taking care of her. And of course, she's got this terrible cold that's going around. So they've had to be separate in their apartment. And it's just, he's like, I miss her. And I was like, I know, but you can't get close to her. He's like, I know. But it's been a very sweet little dynamic to watch work out. And thank you for asking about him. He's doing a lot better. Cannot believe he was like at the cusp of death this time 2 weeks ago. So much to be grateful for. Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this rambly video where we tore apart, cut up, disassembled this beautiful Somerset studio. And hey, check out the stampington.com/publications for discounted magazines. So I'm going to be doing that right after I have lunch. Okay, see you soon. Bye, y'all.